Yeah, buddy. That's what the power. What's going on? What's going on?
What? How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow?
To the what? Whose birthday is it? What's going on, everybody? That one's been like 6 weeks, cuz. A little rusty. Today's episode, we're gonna do a little wetter recap.
Yo, we're so fucking off. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Burndown. I'm Justin, a.k.a. The Dapper Cigar.
I'm Eric, a.k.a. Brother Cigar.
If you're new to this channel, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the bell to be notified for every single time we drop a new video. And check out the website. Become a member, $5 a month. Exclusive discounts, monthly giveaways, and more. Link is in the description below.
Bang, bang.
Got to get the call to action done right out the gate.
But you forgot one thing. Don't forget, Christmas for kids.
That's right, Christmas for Kids. I forgot that was out right now.
Yeah, come on.
Christmas for Kids. Link is in the description below. If you'd like to donate, we appreciate every donation. Every little bit counts. This year, not only are we going to be buying presents for children that are hospitalized during the holidays, but we're also going to be sponsoring 5 families to try to help out in any way that we can.
We're going to try.
Maybe a family that has fallen down on hard times, we're going to try to help them out any way that we can.
We like to get 5, even if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, but a goal is 5.
Goal's 5. Goal's 10 grand total. We're going to do 5,000 for the kids in the hospitals, 5,000 for the 5 families, 1,000 each, whether it's providing gifts or food, Christmas trees, or even just help with the good old bills.
Yeah, man.
Whatever we can do, we can't do without you guys, so please click the link in the description below. And also, if you know one of these families that may have fallen on hard times and you'd like us to sponsor them, please write us a letter describing the family, what their situation is, how we can help out. We're going to be selecting 5 out of those letters. We appreciate all support. We love you guys. Let's get into the episode.
I'm a married man.
You're a married man.
I'm a newly wedded man. What pow?
You are a married man. He settled down, found himself a nice girl. He got married.
Hey. I gotta say, man, not just because it was my own wedding, that was one for the fucking books.
That was a good wedding. Your entrance was banging. Eric with the little robot dance.
Yeah, walking in, I didn't really know what to do, so I kind of
just so overwhelmed, right?
Dude, you felt like you were just floating all over the place. You had to just step back every once in a while and just enjoy what's going on. Be like, damn, everyone's here for me.
Dude, it was like probably 5 or 6 moments of your wedding. I'm just like,
really?
Dude, it was bad.
Or it was good.
It was good. It was bad in a good way. All right. Come on, I want to hear all about this stuff. I mean, I already know all about it. I was there. But I want to tell you guys about it.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, where do we start? Do we start like...
I know where we start. Whoa. What do you mean, where do we start?
Oh, wait. I'm missing one thing.
What do you mean, where do we start?
It's been so long. But by the way, we haven't shot in like 6 weeks.
Yeah, we have not been in the stew for 6 effing weeks.
So we're a little off. I almost forgot talking about getting the cigar. I forgot to do the intro. I'm a little off. I gotta get back in the swing of things.
Well, seeing as how this is your wedding recap, why don't you tell the people watching over there, the people watching over there, and the people listening what you got for us to smoke? Because this isn't just no normal smoke here.
So, I have something very special. So, I hired a cigar roller from the Bronx to roll some custom cigars at my house. So, shout out to La Casa Grande Cigars in the Bronx on Arthur Avenue. They rolled me these beautiful... They rolled over 100 cigars.
Yeah, I took like 10 of them.
Yeah. They gave me like 20 of them. So, shout out to La Casa Grande Cigars out on Arthur Avenue in the Bronx. You guys make some great cigars. They were there for the cocktail hour. So, I was like, I'm a cigar guy. I gotta have a cigar.
Have to.
They gave me the custom bands with my wife's and I initials on it. EJM. I smoked a few of these already. I didn't smoke any.
Any good?
Have you smoked them yet?
I have not, because I picked them up during your cocktail hour.
Yeah, no one's really smoked cigars. I think my dad and a few of his friends smoked during cocktail hour, and that was it.
I was so hungry that I sat immediately down, just wolfed down food.
Well, I also want to hear your perspective, so I'm going to ask about how, because I didn't eat. I barely ate anything. You know, I got to. So anyway, so during cocktail hour, we had the cigar rollers from the Bronx. So they rolled over 100 cigars. So that's what we will be smoking today. So shout out to you guys.
I'm looking forward to it because I didn't try this yet. Like I said, I just went right into the cocktail hour and I'm starving.
I smoked a few of them. I smoked one on the Saturday after my wedding when we did a little mini moon.
So you sent me that.
So it was freaking good, and I smoked it again. So really well made. So let's light these up. We're drinking some Michter's.
Michter's Kentucky Straight Rye.
So we're going to drink some Michter's. We're going to smoke some cigars from the Bronx.
Some GARS.
And then we're going to talk about the wedding. We're going to go back and forth and do a little recap. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Loosey goosey. It's good though. Good draw. Good draw.
All right. Dude, so it's been a hot minute.
We back. So here's to being back in the studio after 6 weeks, getting back on the grind.
And here is to you, sir, for getting it done.
We done did it.
You done did it.
I got Murray.
You got Murray.
Chin chin salute. Cheers. Ooh. First sip.
A little spicy.
First sip's never the real sip.
You gotta do it again.
I learned that in the wine tasting class I just took.
Yeah, better sip, much better sip.
All right, so let's start it off.
Okay, yeah. So let's start when we first got there.
So I woke up 8:02 a.m. No, So I had everyone come in the room, in the hotel room.
No, what about the night before?
Oh, we had the rehearsal dinner.
That's what I'm saying. Start when we first got there, man.
Oh, the rehearsal dinner.
And there's a couple things we're gonna leave out. Okay, a couple things we're gonna leave out.
Woo!
Okay, for the safety of certain personnel.
That is for damn sure. So we go to rehearsal dinner.
It was a night.
So we had a big rehearsal dinner at a nice Italian restaurant where I live. Had everybody over. My father gave a good speech, made everyone laugh, made everyone cry. So we had a good speech. And it was a delicious dinner. And then, boys wanted to be boys. And they said, all right, boys, no.
Boys will be boys.
So that's all I could say. So the boys wanted to go out. The girls went back home. They nestled all together on the bed and we had a little slumber party.
Did they?
Yeah, something. They go back. She went hang out with her sisters, hanging out, doing innocent things.
Boys wanted to drink.
Yeah, so the boys were like, "We're going out to the bar.
We're gonna get drunk."
So we drank at the hotel for a little bit. Got a little pregame going. And
trying to smoke a cigar. Trying to find a spot to smoke a cigar.
That too. It was raining.
We had to huddle up on this little like patio table with the umbrella in the center of it. I opened up the umbrella and just like 6 guys, no chairs, just standing around the.
And the hotel manager was like, "You guys can't be here. You gotta go like out on the other side." And we're like,
"Oh, okay."
And then we go there, and he's like, "Why don't you guys just go in the meeting room and just hang out there?" We're like,
"Can we smoke cigars?"
We're like, okay. So we booze a little bit at the hotel. Then we go to one of the local bars, and it's completely shot because it is a Thursday night. So my one buddy who has no responsibilities, no girlfriend, no nothing, he's trying to rally everybody. He's like, "All right, this is empty here. We got to go somewhere else. Let's go to the city." Everyone's like, "We're not going to the city."
He wanted to go to the city. He wanted to go to Manhattan.
He's like, "All right, let's go to White Plains. Let's go up north." And we're like, "We're not going to White Plains."
We're like, "Dude, stop."
Everyone's like, "We're not going anywhere." So, needless to say, my good friend, I won't name any names. My good friend said, "Hey, Eric, we're going somewhere else. You're coming with us." Grabs me by the hand and pulls me in. I'm like, "All right, nice. Where are we going?" We go to an undisclosed area in a not so good neighborhood.
I did not go at this point. I was like, nah.
Nope.
They told me where it was, and the neighborhood was like, nah.
Half the party like dropped out. So
I was like, nah, fam.
And I mean, I don't really care. Shit, everyone knows what happened. I don't really care what happened.
We won't tell. Like, you could say where you went.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's not like it's I mean,
So some things went happen. We went down to a little after hours gentlemen's strip club, in a not so good neighborhood. And
they went to a ratchet ass strip club.
We did.
They went to a ratchet ass strip club.
And so needless to say, we had a interesting time. That's all I'll say about that.
Interesting is a good way to put it.
We had an interesting time.
Yeah, things got a little interesting.
Unless you meet me in person, I probably won't tell the story. But
no, we're letting people save face on the podcast. Again, we're not going to mention any names. I wasn't there. I just heard the stories. But
all I'm saying was it's a great story for the books.
It's a great story.
It's a great story. It's gonna be with us and be with me forever. It's always gonna be associated with my wedding.
Nobody got like in serious trouble. Nobody got seriously injured. But it was funny. It was a funny story. It was one of those stories you look back and because you have to check the things off. Like, did somebody get in serious trouble? Did somebody get seriously hurt? As long as those two things are not checked. You're like, all right, we can laugh at this thing, you know?
It's all in the moment. You're like, oh god, we gotta get out of here. But after everything was okay, now you can look back and laugh at it.
Yeah.
So we had a good time. We had a lot of laughs. So that was that day. And then we get to the wedding day.
Now it's Friday. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. What?
So we get to I wake up, crisp, 8 o'clock. No, I was kidding. We wake up. All the guys come over around 11 o'clock. They come in their tuxedo pants, their shoes, come in a white t-shirt. Woo! It's time. It is time. And we were probably taking pictures at the hotel for what? Probably a little over an hour. Right? They came over around 11.
Yeah, because I
left at 12:30 for the party bus.
Yeah, you said 11:30. I was at your room at like 10:45, 11. Yeah, about an hour, I guess.
It was good. It was just good to be with all the guys, all my friends, my brothers, my family, and just a good bonding moment.
Oh yeah.
And so we were taking all kinds of pictures. I had to do all kinds of poses and this and that.
By the end of the day, your smile's worn out because
my face was hurting for a while. So we did all the pictures. Then the party bus comes about an hour and a half. The big old party bus. And then that's when things started rocking.
That's when it was...
So we get in the party bus. The boys are boozing, or the party bus was as big as a NFL coach bus, right? Mm-hmm. Like it was ginormous.
It was a full size party bus.
It was. I think it fit 30 or 40 people.
Like bathroom, bar, like full size bus.
It was gangster.
It was nice.
It was gangster. So we're partying on the party bus. We go pick up the girls, and then we go over to this place called Under Myers Park, where we take all the pictures and in Yonkers. And it's a beautiful spot. It's very old, so it has a lot of old monuments and fixtures and statues. So the pictures came out great. We didn't get all of them, so shout out to Alfonso Photography. But everyone was like, "You gonna cry? You gonna cry?" I'm like, I said I'll probably cry at one moment, but I said I don't think I'm gonna keep crying. And everyone's like, "You gonna cry at church? You gonna do this?"
When did you cry?
So, so I didn't think I was gonna cry in church or cry like at the reception. I said the only time I think I'll cry is at the first look. Mm-hmm. So we start taking pictures at Under Myers Park, and it's like, all right, time for the first look, and like it's kind of nerve wracking.
Yeah,
I mean, and it was a nice day. It was like 50 and cloudy, but it was windy, so I had that chill. So, and Under Myers Park, they had me in this. What do you call it? Like that one picture with all the pillars. What would you call that?
Oh yeah, I know. Like I don't know what they call it.
I'll put a picture up. But,
yeah.
But not a colossal, not like a coliseum. But,
no, it's like a. It's kind of like a pergola, but like the
yeah, it's it looks like Greek or
like
ancient.
a Roman version of a pergola.
Roman, yeah. So it has like all the white pillars, And they're like, all right, Eric, stand here. But like, I didn't realize how choreographed it was. Like the photographer's like, all right, Eric, I'm gonna tell you to turn around. You're gonna step one step forward and turn to your right.
And you're like, can I just fucking look at my bride, please?
I was like, what the hell? So I'm looking at the Hudson River. I'm looking at all the foliage, waiting. I'm waiting for like 10 minutes, and I can just feel myself getting worked up. I'm like, oh God.
You're like, here come the waterworks.
It's gonna come. I'm already getting worked up, and nothing's even happened yet. And
just the anxiety of
I just know it's just gonna be a good moment. So it finally happens, and I turn around because she's always talking about it. She always sends me TikToks of like these guys like wedding first looks. And all
she's like, get you a guy like if your man doesn't cry like this, then
like all this stuff. So she's like, Eric, I hope you cry. Blah 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 blah. So I can already feel myself getting worked up, and I take a look, and I just go, I just laugh, and she thought I was laughing at her, but it was more like, wow, like you're fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
So I was like, phew. And she's like, you laughing? And I was just like, I just buried my face in her shoulder, and I was like, you look beautiful. But she absolutely looked beautiful, and it was a great moment. So then the photographer's like, all right, just talk. So she goes, heard you had a long night last night. And I was like, So I just completely ignored that question. I was like, oh my God, you're beautiful. Oh my God. So
try to cover your face.
Yeah. I was like, So we did the first look. It was absolutely amazing. She was gorgeous. And so then we took pictures with everybody, which was fun. And then
which was freezing, by the way.
Yeah, the freaking wind, man.
The wind was brutal.
Like out of all the days, because we're right by the Hudson River, so of course it's going to be more windier than usual. But you're like,
I felt bad for the girls because like the guys are in full tuxes, so we're covered up completely. But
that's
the girls
and Marissa bought like furs because she knew we were getting. So
yeah, they barely help.
So that's what it was. But the girls, to their credit, sucked it up. Beautiful smiles everywhere. And then Marissa and I did our own little spiel with our own pictures, which was fun. And like, these photographers are like artistes, bro. Like
artistes.
Like
and they're like,
go over here. Stand right this way. Eric, leg up here, hand over here, look this way.
Do it all. That's what they do for a living. Like they know.
But like in the moment, you're just like, all right, I'm standing for a picture. But then when you see what they do, you're like, fuck, man, these pictures are awesome. Like the one where we're kissing, and the one photographer threw up her veil, and like he just like took like a million shots at midair, and I'm like,
and the one shot with the veil like perfectly, yeah.
I'm like, dude,
you're like, you motherfucker.
I'm like, these are sick pictures, and we only got like 5 or 6 of them, so I can't even imagine what the video and what the other pictures look like.
Oh, they probably took hundreds,
thousands, probably.
Yeah.
So we did all the pictures. We go back on the party bus. Marissa goes back we rented a Rolls Royce Ghost with her and her dad, so she rode in the Ghost like a fucking baller. And then
her dad was getting worked up. Her dad got worked up.
He was a blubbering mess. Like, we knew that from day one. And but I appreciate my photographer so much because he's a really cool guy, really cool dude. He took a real liking to Marissa and I. So I bought him a bottle of Hibiki as like a thank you. And he was like, yo, man, let's take a shot with all the guys here. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's go.
And we're already like half in the bag because we were drinking since the hotel room.
And so we take a shot with the photographer. Shout out to Alfonso, my man. And then we get back on the bus. We go to the church. And that's on the center stage now. This is where it all happens. So you go to the church, you do the rehearsal the day before, so everyone's in order. And I go in the back of the church with the deacon, and it's kind of like you get backstage passes to like a concert. You're like, oh, this is where you guys hang out. Huh?
Yeah.
So you come out in the front, and I just looked at the church, and I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, there's a ton of people here. Like, I know people that weren't even invited to the wedding just wanted to come to the church. Some of my friends' parents from Long Island drove all the way up to the church. People I work with,
they weren't even invited to the wedding.
Like some of my friends' parents, who I grew up with, and I stayed at the houses over the years and became close. They just came to the church, and I was like, wow, it's amazing. And even somebody in Marissa's mom's apartment building just knew Marissa and was like heard
and
they go to the church. He's like, can I come to the church? And they're like, yeah. So he came.
Yeah, because you don't have to pay for anybody to go to church.
No, and he just came, and he even gave us an envelope. He's like, it's not much, but this is what I want. I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
like, that's so cool. So you're getting ready, and You hear the.
All rise.
And I could see a lot of people looking at Marissa, but then I can also see a lot of people looking at me. Like,
yeah.
Is he gonna?
I was going like back and forth like this. I'm like,
everyone's like, so I kept it together inside him, yeah. But I kept it together, and I can see my brother just like waiting for me to cry. But I was like, damn. And as soon as the doors opened, because it was like 4:00, that's when the sun started going down.
The sun was perfect.
The sun just beating through the church.
Oh my God, it was perfect.
Like she was an angel.
Seriously, you couldn't have timed it any better. It was like beams of sunlight.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it at the time until I watched the video and the doors opened. Like, I'm like, wow, like you look like a legit angel. So that was sick. And boy. I'm thankfully I didn't mess up. I know in the rehearsal dinner I messed up some of the verbiage.
You almost said, and I asked you this because after you said, after you were done, you held up your hand. You're like, I couldn't, because there's people clapping, and I thought you said, I fucking did it, just like we do it on the podcast all the time. And I thought you said the F-bomb, and I'm like, we're in church. You can't say that. And
I did. I didn't say fucking. I raised my hand. I said we. Did it!
Yeah, you like censored yourself. I couldn't hear it though because your mouth moved,
dude. It was just I did not even plan. It just came out. It just came out because we say it so much, and I was just like, "We did it!"
I go no.
And I was like, no. In my head, I was like, "Oh man, I almost just sweared in God's house."
Yeah.
So, cigar went out.
So, yeah, that's because you're doing a lot of talking, and I'm just sitting here listening.
So
it was good.
So yeah, I was just shocked how many people were in the church because it's a beautiful church, but it's not a huge church. So it was.
I don't know. It was a pretty big church.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was beautiful. It was like a big cathedral, huge ceilings. Yeah, it's not a huge church, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty big church.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe it is a pretty big church. It has really high ceilings. I like the old school look. And then, we had the singer doing, I can see all the girls like, oh God. But you know what we forgot to do? Marissa we never lit the unity candle.
You never lit the other candle?
Yeah, remember how my mom and Marissa's mom came up, lit the candle, and at rehearsal we were supposed to go over there and light it together? We never did that.
Really?
Yeah, we never did that.
Oh shit, he forgot.
Yeah, so that was that. Then we got married. We were super excited. Eric and Marissa Joseph. So the wedding was,
well, you can go back with your mom and your mother-in-law and do like your own, like not full on ceremony, but do like the lighting of the candle ritual and say, hey, listen, we never finished that. We'd like to finish it. Yeah. Just to sign, stamp it. You know what I'm saying?
Make it completely official.
So I'm sure you could talk to the pastor and to the priest and do that.
Shout out to Deacon Anthony. And so we did the hardest part. And then it was time to freaking party, baby. So we did the deed. We got officially married, and then we took some more pictures at the church. And we took one of my favorite pictures at the church at the end. Where all you guys are lined up at the entrance. And
yeah, I'm not in that one, by the way.
No?
I got so being a tall dude, you always get shoved at the end. Tall guys at the end.
Yeah, okay.
So I was like at the end, and Kelly pointed it out. She's like, "Oh, it's a beautiful picture, the black and white one." She's like, "Are you in this picture?" I'm like, "I should be." She goes, "You're not here." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "You're not here." I said, "I'm at the end. Tall guys go at the end." So they,
damn it.
It's no big deal. It's not meant for me. It's meant for you.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I mean, it's my favorite picture because, you know, I always do this. I always do the shocker. So, and it was the last picture because we took like 10 kissing pictures. So I was like, all right, we're done here. I'm throwing up my hands now. I'm kissing you here. And that was the picture. And everyone's like, ah! And I was like, wow, this picture's sick. Throw it up right here. Bing. And so then we get on the party bus, get to the cocktail hour. By the way, making the menu for the cocktail hour, I was like, oh, God, it sounds so good. Oh, it sounds so
Your
good.
cocktail hour was fucking huge. Your cocktail hour was like, it was a meal.
You couldn't get enough.
I'm like, is this a meal? Is this like the meal or is this the cocktail hour?
We went out, baby. We did all out.
You went all out, man.
I mean, what'd you eat? I mean, tell people what some of the things you were eating.
Dude, so we were so hungry because, and this is like, so everybody, we're doing all this other stuff, right? Meeting at your place. We got to do this. We got to get on the bus. We got to go to the Untermeyer Gardens. We got to go here. We got to go there. And all I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, when are we going to eat? Like, is there a stop for lunch in there somewhere?
I've been drinking.
I'm like, are we stopped for lunch? Because all I had was breakfast at like 9 o'clock. And now it's 11. I started drinking. And I'm not going to eat until 7. Is there like a pit stop to get like a snack or something? So as soon as so I actually got trail mix from the night before because we were drinking the night before. And I picked up trail mix at the hotel snack stand. Had like a few of those, maybe like a quarter of the bag. And I brought that with me. It's like on the bus, I'm just taking little handfuls. I'm having like a beer, go handful. Have another couple beers, handful, just to get like something. But then we finally get to cocktail hour, and Kelly and I go, listen, I'm like, food now, because we're both hungry. So we sat down, and I pretty much got everything except, so I got the couple of burgers. I got two mini burgers, the sliders. I got 2 mini burgers. I got 2 tacos. I got a bunch of cheese and crackers. I got
the grilled cheese with the tomato soup.
I got those. I got.
We had so much food. There.
I got the meatballs. Oh. I got some of the meatballs.
Grandma's meatballs, I think they were called.
I don't know. I got a bunch. I had like two plates and then like a little mini plate. Just scarfing shit. I know.
Some of my friends were like, "It's so good."
Dude, I was so fucking hungry at that point. That's why I didn't smoke a cigar because I was with Kelly too. And then I went to get the cigars. I saw the guys out there. And I looked at Kelly. She's like, "Nah,
not happening."
She's like, "Not right now." She's like, "We just got here. You're walking around with me."
Yeah.
I'm like,
"Fair enough."
So I think I don't know if I looked at. Yeah, I think I looked at your mom, and she's like, "You going out there?" And I was like, "Mama said no." Okay.
Warden said no.
Warden said no. We're going back to eat. But I was so hungry, I didn't want to smoke it. I needed food first.
I thought the same thing. I mean, I really couldn't because I was with Marissa, but you know, it was just awesome seeing everybody, like some family and friends that I haven't seen, and they're all there, and like you're just getting pulled in all different kinds of directions, and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" And I just try to say hi and hug and kiss everybody, as many people as possible, and you were just like floating around.
It was great. And then we had the fucking entrances.
So then I had one thing left in my mind, you know. So I did the first look, check. Got married, check. And then I had our choreographed dance. That was the last hurrah.
I saw that. Yeah, that definitely looked like you were.
Oh God. So yeah, we did the walk-in. So Marissa and I forever. We love the song "Let's Get Married" by Jagged Edge. So I always said, Marissa, we gotta get married. This has got to be the song that we walk into. Like it's so good, it's so upbeat. See, first of all, no, these so-called plays wouldn't tell you this. But anyways. So all you guys walk in. Did you guys have like a little like I know like my brother and sister-in-law were like kind of like
they had so because I was in a group of 3 because you had uneven bridesmaids and groomsmen. I was in a group of 3, and I got your cigars from the cocktail hour. So I'm like, I go, all right, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I was like, I gotta have a cigar in my mouth. I said, I'm the cigar guy. I gotta have a cigar in my mouth. So I'm like, all right, you guys raise the roof. I'm like, I'm going to have my cigar and I'll drink my beer. So we all walk out together and they're walking out front like raising the roof. And I just had the cigar in my mouth and I'm just strutting. Just strutting my stuff. Like dick swinging kind of feel, man. Like just strutting. And I get to the thing. I had the cigar out like this. I'm just like, and then I get there. I do a toast, get down on one knee, slug back the beer, and everybody's like, that was fucking awesome. And I said, what would have made it better is if the cigar was lit. And I thought about it for like a quick second.
It crossed your mind.
It crossed my mind. Just freaking pulling out a lighter and just lighting it up. right there in the middle of the dance floor. And I was thinking, I go, I know I can't do this, and I know I'm probably gonna get in trouble. I said, but it's like, should I do it and ask for forgiveness or permission? I'm like, I wanted to so bad.
Oh, man.
Because I know you would have loved it. You would have been like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I know somebody would have been like, you can't smoke in here.
Yeah. No Karens at my party.
So, but it was good. So that's what I did. And then I don't know if everybody else had their own little.
Yeah, like I noticed, like I still haven't seen all the pictures and videos everyone's been sending me, but and then we came out, and I was like, all right, Marissa's like, you know, are we ready to do this? Are we ready to do this? Because Marissa's a dancer. Like, she danced her whole life, and she wanted to do something special for the dance. So, like, obviously, weeks in advance, we bought dancing lessons. I think like 10 lessons. So we did it was the bachata. So
yeah.
So we had this nice choreographed dance. So we walked in, and we sat on the dance floor. I said, all right, well, here we go. And we had the song Latch by Sam Smith, but the acoustic version.
Yeah, you always got to go acoustic.
Great version. And I loved it because you don't really hear that song, and not everyone knows that song. Like, a lot of my friends were like, I love that song. I never heard it before. And I was like, see, that's why I did it. But we killed it, but we were so nervous we were going a little too fast. But
yeah, because you're anxious. You're like,
we're like,
you gotta.
In the moment, I'm like, yo, I'm fucking killing it right now. Well, we did good,
but then you look back like, fuck, I'm going too fast.
I'm going fast. But at the point, all I cared about was twirling her and dipping her
for the kiss. You nailed it though. You nailed it. The twirl into the dip was solid.
Appreciate it.
I remember looking at it, I said, that flowed. That flowed nice.
Her dress was like perfect. It was like,
and your hand right behind the back, it landed perfectly.
God, I hope so. I practiced it.
It was good.
And, you know, the funny thing is, the last dance class we finished, it was a whole dance, like a whole dance class, everyone. So our instructor was like, all right, everybody, Eric and Marissa are going to show you their wedding dance.
And you're like, ah.
Marissa's like, oh my God, no. I'm like, come on, yes, let's go.
Like, you have to, if you can't do it now in front of what, 50 people, you can't do it in front of 200.
I said, you got to show. We ultimately did it, obviously, but it was good. And and then her, you know, she did the song with her dad with butterfly kisses, and
that made me cry.
Oh man!
As soon as I saw her dad, the two things made me. So there was a few things, like that one made me cry. Your dance with your mom made me cry. Only fools rush. Watching, like, when she came down down the aisle, with the music, that made me tear up. And so because I was looking at her dad, she was dancing with her dad. And her dad was getting all choked. Like, he put his head into her chest.
Well, from day one, I'm like,
into her shoulder. Like, right
her dad's a very emotional guy. So, like, butterfly kisses, like, you don't get more emotional than that. I'm like, Marissa, we're going to need a mop because not only you guys, but everyone else around us is going to be crying. We need a mop for the floor.
Dude, because I was as soon as he put his head down there and started tearing, I started tearing up. And then I looked over to her brother, Mark, and he was sobbing.
Yes, there's a video of it.
And I was like,
you grabbed
you
grabbed him, right? You grabbed him or like pat him on the back.
Yeah, I pat him on the back. Yeah, because I saw him just sobbing.
I think Marissa was watching the video and she's like, "Oh, look at Justin." She was like, "Oh, look at Mark." She's like, "Oh, but look at Justin. He kind of gives him like a pat on the back."
I saw him like, dude, and I started welling up. I don't know what it like. Whenever you see, like, for me, if I see like a grown man tear up, it's way worse than seeing like a woman tear up. I don't know what it is.
Because, you know, that's the stigma. You know, grown ass men aren't really.
What
happened to the Gary Cooper types? But
and when your mom grabbed your face like this, I was like,
yeah, you know, my mom. I tell her the whole time, Mom, it's gonna be I Can't Help But Fall in Love with You by Elvis Presley. I told her multiple times. So we start dancing. She's bawling already. She's like, "You surprised me. I thought it was If I Can Dream by Elvis." I'm like, Ma, I told you
100 times.
I told you 100 times.
I told you 100 times, Ma.
But yeah, you know, at that, I almost thought I was going to cry there. I kept it together for the most part. And then when she grabbed my face, I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, here it comes.
Oh boy. But yeah, that was a good moment. You know,
it was such a picturesque moment right there.
Yeah, because, you know, the whole point I picked that song, she's like, you know, I used to sing I Can't Help But Fall in Love, you know, by Elvis when you were a baby. And I was like, that's gotta be the wedding.
It's gotta be it.
Gotta be the
It's
song.
gotta be it. That's it. It's gotta be it.
So we did the dance, we did all the emotional stuff, and then I remember. So my DJ, shout out to For the Love of Music Entertainment. It's my boy from college, Lorenzo Totoli, and he actually took our pictures, all the pictures that we post the photography ones. So he he fortunately had a baby 2 days ago, so he couldn't come to the wedding. But it's him and his dad that do it. So his dad, Vito, I told him from day one, I was like, listen. Party starts at 7:30. We got Viennese till 12:30. I want it rocking and not stopping for 5 hours.
Oh, we were partying so hard. Do you know there was so much broken glass on the floor because we were partying so hard. People were just dropping drinks left and right. It was like fucking bombs.
I mean, they were playing the classics, like Shout. Juicy by
You had a lot of like EDM stuff too, like house music.
Yeah, and I didn't expect that. It was a lot of house music, but it was all. I told him I want upbeat because at his wedding, that's what it was, all upbeat. But he threw in some rap in there, so that's what I thought it was going to be. Still phenomenal, killed it, and everyone was just like. Like rocking,
dude.
I
remember. So we got like right after we had the meal, right after we ate the meal, I was like drained. I was sitting down there. I'm at the table. I'm like, look at Kelly. I go, I'm fucking tired. Like I am exhausted. She goes, me too. And I'm like, can we get a cup of coffee? So got a cup of coffee. I'm sipping on the coffee, and then all of a sudden, like I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm basically passing out, and the song. All I need is your love. And I shit you not, it was like I rose from the dead. I was like, whoa, like my body just got lifted up. I was like just lifted up like an angel just pulled me out of my chair and I just ran to the dance floor. I'm like, let's go. All I need. I was just like, dude, rejuvenated. Like somebody shot me with like adrenaline, yeah, like right in the chest. I was like, fucking wild.
Dude, I was waiting for that moment.
It was wild. It couldn't have come at the better time.
Dude, I was just glad everyone was dancing because, you go to weddings sometimes and no one dances and it's like, or they and like my thing with weddings, and I hope you don't, I don't know if you have one, but I don't like live bands at weddings. Can't do live bands. Not for the reception.
Yes. For like the cocktail hour?
Sure.
Yes. Because we had thought about it like far as we might do like an acoustic guy for the cocktail hour. Because you just like kind of where you had your entrance, you had the piano player.
Yeah.
And he's just like playing piano.
That was a last minute decision.
That's kind of cool. Cocktail hour, have a little bit of like light music playing, but you don't want a live band for you want fucking.
I don't like people re-singing songs.
No.
I don't. And like usually like the band's like offbeat and they make their own beats up.
Yeah.
I like the original to the window to the wow. You gotta have a DJ with the original songs, man. You can't have a live band. Just doesn't.
So what songs did you put on the list that were like do not play?
Nothing was do not play, but some of them.
All I need was must play.
A must play. I didn't even put that on there because they're all Italian, so they all like house music, so they already knew to play that. But Shout, obviously, Marissa's Jazz Coast song. They did that whole dance routine.
Kelly was looking at it. I'm like, they practiced this like since they were babies. Like, they've just been doing this.
Her sisters and her a couple of her friends.
Weren't they all cheerleaders?
All cheerleaders, but they all like the thing was Jazzco, and that was like the dance.
Yeah.
So that was like the one of the popular dances, and there's a good video of her sister Julia. She's like comes in late, and like mid transition as they're dancing, her sister just jumps in and gets right into it and syncs. I'm like, that's amazing. Like, you can't take my shirt down. Make me how did they do that? But I forgot there was some like other songs like "Marry Me" by Train because that's the song we got engaged to. But I just kind of just put it in the hands for the DJ because I mean they said, listen, in the beginning we kind of play like the oldies for all the older people, and then as it goes older we put the rap and the house. At one point my grandfather left like an hour early because he's like, hey, I love you, but I just can't deal with this music anymore. I just can't do it. And I'm like, all right, Gramps, love you. See you later.
And he bounced.
But it was a banger. It was a banger. And then we had the Viennese. I didn't even eat that. I
had like a couple of pieces. We were exhausted. We were like, we're fucking leaving.
My feet were on fire.
Yes, because the tuxedo shoes suck. They suck ass.
They were. So the last couple of things was another thing. My family's big on Elvis. So my side and my dad's cousin's side, the Negris, they're the ones that really love Elvis and kind of influenced my whole family on loving Elvis as they grew up. So ultimately, we grew up loving Elvis. So one of the best songs ever, If I Can Dream. So there's not many moments where you get all the Josephsons and all the Negris in a room. So I said, hey, make sure you play If I Can Dream and call for all the Josephsons and Negris to come on. So we all came and sang a song. And it was because my Uncle Tino, he got married, and that was like one of his big things in his wedding. Like he was doing like the hand, if I can dream. Yeah. So I was like, yo, we gotta have this song play, and it was a great moment. And then they did, what was the last song? Oh, Last Dance. Last Dance by Donna Summer. Everyone was going off.
We got back to the hotel, and we wound up like I was texting everybody like, "Hey, you go back to the hotel yet? You back to the hotel yet? You back to?" And nobody fucking texted me, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like,
everyone's down there.
I'm like, "Is anybody?" So then I finally texted, and it was getting later. It was like 1:40, like 1:30, 1:45, and I knew you had it until like 2. And I'm like, "Is anybody there?" Like, "Yeah, we've been here." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was like, "I've been sitting here on my bed for like an hour watching whatever was on TV. Kelly's already asleep." I'm like, "I'm waiting to," and I finally went down for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I extended the bar to be open to 2 at the hotel, but after the Last Dance by Donna Summer, all Marissa's younger cousins and all my cousins and friends were like, one more song, and I don't know who asked for it, but they requested Pop Smoke, Dior. She like the way that I move, she like the way that I rock, she like the way that I move, she let it clap for it, she let it clap for it, if she do it back for it. Christian Dior, everyone's like, everyone's going buck wild, and it was ultimately a good time. My feet were on fire.
Yeah, you look like a bag of shit the next day.
Even that night, I was so exhausted. Everyone was back at the hotel. I was so exhausted. I didn't want to be up anymore. I didn't want to hang out. I'm like, listen, I love all of you. I don't want to talk to anybody.
I love all y'all, but fuck you.
I want to go to bed. So it's like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I'm like, listen, I love all of you. I can't be here anymore. Because like you just crash. Because like you have all these responsibilities. You got to pay this guy. You got to pay this guy. You got to be over here. You got to talk to this person. And you got to come over here. You got to do this. You got to do that. And then it just crashes and it's over. And you're like, and plus you have to bring so much stuff back to the hotel. Oh yeah. So I didn't even realize that part of the time. I thought the next day we could go, which we ultimately could. But they're like, oh, you have to bring this. You have to bring this. And I'm like.
You're like, I just want to sleep.
So then the next day, we didn't go to a honeymoon right after because she's a speech pathologist in a school. So we go by her school schedule. So we booked this place called the Crystal Lodge Grand Cascade in Jersey, in Hamburg, New Jersey. And it's like a ski spa resort, really nice. And, you got like facials and massages, and the food was phenomenal. But I got a massage, and, the massage was good. But when the masseuse touched my feet, I was like,
you're like,
oh God, don't stop, please. Don't stop. Just stay right there, please. But the food was phenomenal, and like we did a wine tasting. That was about it. But like we were in bed by like 9:30 because we're like, let's just do nothing and just hang out. Like,
sleep.
God, it was so nice. It was so nice, and then it was Thanksgiving, so it planned out perfect. But had a great wedding. Oh, how could I forget my brother's speeches?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, my brother's speeches were the best.
They killed it.
My brother Tyler killed it. He was so happy. You know, he threw some inside jokes about the night before into the speech at the last second, which was hilarious.
You've always been there for me when I needed you most, like last night, and I know these traits will translate into making you an...
And then
and Kyle was a fucking mess.
My littlest brother, who was the most emotional out of all of us, he took like 3 stops because he just couldn't get through it.
He couldn't, yeah.
And
he's getting all choked up.
He was like, dude, I was okay. He's like, I was doing okay. And then I saw you turn around and look at me, and I was like...
As you all know, my brother Eric is a guy who fully commits to everything he does.
Come on, guys. Cheers.
You guys have been fully committed to each other since I was 15.
And you can't get the words out.
He just couldn't do it. And then, you know, he took a swig of the champagne and
Twice,
or even 3 times. But he got through it. My brother's speeches were the best, and my sister-in-law's obviously. But my brother Tyler was so happy. He's like, dude, I'm so glad I got that Luca Brasi reference.
And in the words of Luca Brasi, may your first child be a masculine child. Congratulations to the new Mr. and Mrs. Joseph.
He practiced it in front of his whole office. He stood on a cart
and he practiced it
in front of his whole office to do it. And I was like, dude, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
because he's like, I hate public speaking, but they both killed it.
He nailed it.
Julia and Amanda killed it. They had a lot of good jokes. So shout out to all my family and friends, everyone part of the wedding, you for making good contributions and making it ultimately the best day of my life so far.
Hell yeah!
So cheers to that.
Fucking love it.
That was awesome. Wow. Can't believe it's been a year. Now you're up.
Now I'm up.
Now you're up.
Now I'm up.
Less than a year, kid.
Less than a year.
Wow. It goes by kind of fast, dude. It really
We already
does.
got the planning. We already got the venue booked. Got the caterer booked.
Oh, good. I mean, the only advice I can give you is when you're getting married, just like everyone, all the older adults and everyone who's been married, just say, yo, at certain parts throughout the night, just step back and just look and just enjoy everything that's going on. So there was a lot of times I would be dancing and I would just step back and just like look, and I'm like, everyone's here for us. Like,
yeah.
This is unbelievable. Like everyone's having a good time. We put all this together. We did all this, all that hard work, stress, everything that goes into it. It was all worth it.
Oh yeah.
So with that being said,
that's gonna do it. He did it. So that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Burn Down, the wedding recap from my boy, Eric, a.k.a. Slick Rick, a.k.a. EJ, a.k.a. Brother Cigar.
What up, though? That was good.
If you like this episode, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the bell to be notified for every single time we drop a new video. We have a new episode every single Friday, and we have other videos throughout the week. Check out the website, www.burndownpodcast.com. Become a member. It's $5 a month, exclusive discounts, monthly giveaways, and be sure to check out our Christmas for Kids fundraiser. All the information's in the description below, as well as on our website. You can just go there and click the links. We love you guys.
Until next time. Cheers, chin chin, salud.
Salud.